We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos.
Set to kick off.
And off we go from Denver. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Throwing is Rodgers. Setting up the screen for Cook. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
On first down, Rodgers. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. So, from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Vince Beagle.
Tackle by Vince Beagle. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, You can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be fourth down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Zach Ertz, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
For the extra point.
And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score. Broncos 7. Chargers 0. Zane Gonzalez.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air. There's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cameron Wake with a little wake-up call as he gets in there for the sack. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Bridgewater. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
First down, Chargers.
Throwing is Bridgewater. He's going to look downfield for Henry. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
19 yards there on the catch and run. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Cook. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Yard line.
Second and 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 41-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Give to Cook out of the gun. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
It's 4th down and less than a yard.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And Tate's got it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Rodgers now on first down. And this is caught at the 8. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A.J. Green, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Broncos 14, Chargers nothing. Zane Gonzalez set.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
18 on the play. First down.
Last year's rushing leader among rookies. This is Josh Jacobs. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats. You and Jonathan, Coach, were both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It's now.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
And now the throw hauled in by Green. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Past the 20. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 36 yards on the play. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos push further out in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And it's complete. Henry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. First down, Bridgewater. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football. Knowing full well, he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
On second down, Bridgewater again. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw, it's Rodgers. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Second and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver. Throwing again. Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
3rd down. And 10 yards to go.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. And Allen's got it. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
And the Chargers 1st down.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. Forced out to his left. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown.
Henry. Touchdown.
Hunter Henry. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And 7 at the 26-yard line.
On second and 7, Rodgers. The Green with a catch left side. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
45-yard line.
He'll let this go end zone for Green. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Left side here to Sanders. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
First and 10 at the 40.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on second and 16. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Green with a catch left side. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 20-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that'll bring up second down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Rodgers, and brought down down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Good.
That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And again, it's Rodgers. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
Zane Gonzalez
Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. First down and much more for Henry. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down, Los Angeles.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Able to find Harris complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Rodgers looking to throw. He goes right back to Green. He's got it complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Demetrius Harris, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Gonzalez now to have the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Broncos 35, Chargers 6. Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target, and it's second down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Bridgewater again. And this is complete. It's Allen. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And again, it's Bridgewater. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. He's at the 50, the 40. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game.
Today's final score, Broncos 30.
So this